Hey, welcome back to A More Perfect Union, the Hill's 3-day virtual festival. Thanks for joining us for today's focus segment. We're doing these in like little bands. Today is the focus segment, and we're focusing on securing critical infrastructure from cyber threats. This is a really important topic that's also about forming a more perfect union. Before we begin, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Southern Company, for making this discussion possible. With recent high-profile cyber attacks exposing vulnerabilities in U.S. energy systems, safeguarding American networks, and an evolving digital threat landscape, there's renewed urgency on Capitol Hill and really throughout industry around the country. Today, I'm going to be joined by lawmakers, security experts, and energy leaders to explore how we can proactively defend our water, our power, our gas, and other systems from new threats and prevent disruptions to everyday life. Before I bring in our first guest, a message from our sponsor. I'd like to welcome Martin Davis, Executive Vice President of Southern Company Services and Chief Information Officer of Southern Company, for brief remarks. Over to you, Martin.
Steve, thank you for the introduction, and thank you to The Hill for hosting this important and timely discussion. To those of you joining us today, you'll hear from lawmakers, cybersecurity experts, and energy leaders who will discuss how the energy sector is vigorously working to secure our networks from cyber threats. The saying goes, we're only as strong as our weakest link, and strengthening those weak links will require intentional investments in cybersecurity, significant support from our government counterparts, and meaningful collaboration across the aisle and between public-private sectors. Energy is an industry responsible for the stability of everyday life for millions of families and individuals throughout our country. It's an industry born out of innovation and solution-oriented thinking that's constantly transforming. We as leaders in this space must continue to transform with it. We know that the energy sector has areas that need to be strengthened, whether against ransomware or malicious cyber activity from various threat actors. The first step to rectifying those vulnerabilities is to acknowledge them. We've done that. Now, arguably the most important step is to put action behind it. We're doing that as well. Resilient energy is what keeps our hospitals, schools, grocery stores, and homes properly operating. It is crucial to the well-being of America's national security, economic security, and public health and safety. By utilizing our public-private sector alliances and expertise, we have the power to proactively strengthen our network's defenses for more advanced cyber threats and to contribute to the legacy of America's innovation through resiliency. As we continue to invest in innovation for solar panels, electric vehicles, battery storage, and other assets that will help us reach a clean economy, our network stability is more important now than ever before. I emphasize to those in attendance today that the future of resilient clean energy is not a lofty dream. It's a reality that we are building. Today, we're here to talk about the progress we're making and the actions we're taking. So thank you all for being here. Thank you again to Steve Clemons and The Hill for hosting us, and most importantly, to all of those here today and back home who are helping build our resilient, clean energy future.
Hey, Martin, thank you. Yesterday when I was talking to your CEO, Tom Fanning, he told me he used to be the CIO, the Chief Information Officer, which is the job you have now. So I'm going to stay tuned and see, where you go next. It could be interesting. Before we get underway, a few housekeeping notes. You can tweet us at The Hill Events using the hashtag TheHillAMPU. The Hill, A More Perfect Union. We're broadcasting live, and we're going to take your questions throughout the program. If you experience trouble with the live stream, push refresh, and I think it will all work out.